it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of this.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The tackle by Leonard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
To Austin Hooper.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
And the Browns first down.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Logan Ryan.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Chubb on the counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
And the Browns.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ballantyne to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants, nothing.
On 3rd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
Jones.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Giants 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And able to to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
For Nick Chubb, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
To Nick Chubb.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's caught by Penning. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jacob Phillips came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Up third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal, and I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Gain of 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's
now Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
A gain of 12.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number
Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Browns 21, Giants 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Made the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check. Lucky. Check the backer.
On second down, here's Barkley. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in front Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Graham Gano set to kick
So
off.
we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The Browns
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
13-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Excellent work by Marcus Golden, shooting into the backfield for the stop.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Their own 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock and put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham.
His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Giants 31, Browns 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Valentine to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. All day, baby, all day. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gano's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Browns 35, Giants 34.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24. Check 24. You go check. Check Bobcat. You go check right there.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
41-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jones on first down, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He's back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Harden, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pick.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because